Understanding insider threat, the impact of organisational change. Change is the new normal for organisations, but it can be an important trigger of insider threat. It can lead previously loyal and long-standing employees to change their behaviour for the worst and become a real risk of insider threat to their employer. This toolkit is designed to raise awareness about how and why the risk might rise during and as an effect of organisational change. Whether an internal or external source, the impact of change affects individuals' psychological attachment to their employing organisation. This occurs in 3 different ways. Identity. Change can alter an individual's identity through shifts to job tasks or how their role is recognised and rewarded. Commitment. Change can make people feel less committed to their work and their organisation. And finally, trust. Change can make employees revise how much they trust their employing organisation. Trust is demonstrated through competence as well as through the care and respect in the treatment of employees. The negative impacts of change happen in 4 distinct but interconnected ways. Change makes workplaces less predictable. It is often accompanied by incomplete information. Change is often poorly or inconsistently managed, so those affected feel the impacts are unfair. Leaders can change too, so past undertakings might no longer be honoured. As a result, distrust starts to form, and from this the seeds of insider threat. What role does distrust play within an organisational change context in relation to counterproductive work behaviours? Change has a negative impact if employees' expectations have been breached or promises have been broken, especially if the organisation has not been honest. As a result of this, employees start to view their employer's actions and communication differently. They start to change the attributions they've made. They start to become more cynical about the changes being undertaken. From this, they start to reframe their thinking to give moral justification for retaliatory actions. So moral disengagement begins. Individuals can start to actively work against the interests of the organisation and feel justified in their revenge, or they might become withdrawn in their work behaviour and reduce their level of effort. This toolkit has 5 sections, plus a manager's guide to help you understand the impact of change on your organisation in more detail. The 5 sections include an introduction to change and trust that sets the scenes, a second that focuses on organisational culture, a third that includes leaders and their role in preventing and triggering threats, a fourth that considers teams, and a fifth that looks at individuals, but also how to manage change better for those with marked preferences for routines, such as those on the autistic spectrum. A manager's guide builds 5 key skills. These include the focal model, which you can see on the slide. These skills are designed to help managers be more effective in reducing the incidence of insider threat.